Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a great day. So, Spy, some things to note here today. If you guys read the SPY gamma as well, I noticed it there as well, and I give you guys this information live now. We don't have to wait until the end of the day. Call wall today shifted a bit higher towards 4,300 on SPX, which means there's some demand, and the market, holds bids. Like the support becomes stronger, and then there's more little demand to the upside. But again, it does not mean that the market has to go up. We'll watch it live. We'll see what happens. And then obviously we have a strong number at 4250, which acted as resistance yesterday. And then 4200 is strong support. All right. And then 4190. And I believe under 4190, if we break 4190, we have 4160 next. And then followed by 4100, obviously. Right. Then we'll see what happens from there if we get here. But for now, above 4200 we basically have 4230, 4250, and then 4300. All right, and 4300 will be the maximum toppy range I would give into end of this month if we do get it, and then consolidate in September, October. I am expecting the markets lower, but who knows, we'll go by day as it goes. All right, but these are the levels that I'm currently watching. For now, we are these are 24-hour SPX USD, and we are holding around this 4220, 4230 level. If you see it right here, right, futures held overnight, right. No, I'm not sure what happened here in the morning, some news or something probably hit, but futures are up a bit. One thing I want you guys to pay attention to is the rates, the 10-year rates. So we'll go on the daily chart, and you guys can see yesterday it held all day. It held all day, right? It held all day here. And now let's see if we break this downtrend, right? This little downtrend that we have from here. Let's see if we break it and we can hold above these lines. All right, and then basically 2.93 is what I'm looking at. If we can get to 3, and then we'll see at 3, do we get rejected or do we break higher? What happens from here? All right, but 3 seems likely, and we'll see from there what happens. And if the rates go up, what goes down? There are stocks like Tesla will have weakness, growth names. All right, so pay attention to those names if the rates remain strong. If the rates give up again, those same growth names might react positively on it. Okay. Dollar index DXY, same thing. It's holding above 105. We had a little spike yesterday. It's holding above 105 here. It broke this 50 MA. So the blue line here, right here, it broke the 50 MA. It's trying to recover. Let's see if it can get back to these levels. I would only go bullish on dollar if it breaks 107 plus. All right, if DXY breaks 107 plus, there's a good chance we might even see downtrend in the markets. But 107 is a must. But if this continues coming down, then the market should react positively on this. All right, and then we have DBC commodities. Yesterday we had a little uptick here. And what does it mean when the commodities run? Think, right, for the future coming months for inflation and all. DBC is holding. FTGC is another ticket that I follow, which is also holding pretty well above the 50 MA. If these commodities start going up again in the coming weeks, is not good for the market. Then we can probably obviously see much lower. So keep an eye on commodities as well. And then TLT bonds. Yesterday there was a lot of negative gamma built into bonds. TLT bonds were not liking the move yesterday. They were just doing their own thing, and a huge move down. TLT especially, and it's funny that on this day here I saw a lot of negative gamma build. I was wondering why the rates are down, but then I just didn't pay more attention to it. I should have, and they were right. Right, there's a lot of negative gamma build up into TLT, and man, they brought it down. That was a big move down. Right, we could have got paid a lot on options if we caught this move. Right, UB also, if we look at it, the daily is kind of breaking down. Let's see if we hold under this 50 MA. If we can hold under the 50 MA, build a base lower. If this goes lower, then obviously equities will face some trouble, especially tech, especially NQ. If UB comes down, keep an eye on NQ. Well, it should also give up some strength then. All right, but if UB remains strong, it reverses, then tech might act up strong on it. Read up on these bonds, learn and see how the market moves, why these things matter. Not every day they will correlate, but in the long run, like when everything adds up, these things make a lot of sense. All right, Google, nice little jump above the resistance. Nice little jump above the resistance here. But let's see if it holds these levels in the or does it give up, right? Or do we this is a back test, we come here and then go up again? No idea. Right, then I would obviously expect the market to go higher as well, right? Or does Google give up these gains and then come down? All right, a breakout and come down again. I have no idea, but it's in a very tight, perfect rectangular range. right? So it says up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's see how that one plays on. Amazon is near there's a 200 MA right here. Amazon's right there. Let's see if it can break above it, or it's just going to consolidate here for a while. For now, the market is consolidating really well. Until SPX breaks below 4,000, I would not get too bearish, but I would love to play these ranges, right? 4,000 test would be great on SPX. We'll catch the downside, we'll get these dips, and then we'll see what happens next. All right. In September, October, I do expect some negative headlines from the markets, and which should give us a few hundred points drop. All right. But for now, let's see what happens here into August, into the end of the month. Do we break these levels or do we head higher? Apple also putting in a sort of a toppy pattern. Let's see how the candle closes today. Let's see how the candle closes today, and we'll know if Apple's putting in a little toppy pattern. All right. And then 150 should be a good visit. And then 150 should be a good visit in the coming weeks, I would say. But let's get the confirmation. Costco, nice little trend line breakdown yesterday, right? This is a daily chart. If I go on the 2-hour chart, and the number here was 535, there was some negative gamma, so we have this little break here now. Now basically Costco needs to hold under 535. It holds under 535, 520 should be next, right? And then from 520 we'll see if it bounces, or if it stays weak below 520, then I got 508 and then 500, all right, in the coming weeks. Okay, but let's see. So far here we are at this support, so Costco might take a few days before it breaks down, if it wants to break down, right? It needs to break these levels. Above this, then we have this support at 508 right here. Okay, so let's see how this one plays out. And obviously this can retest, right? This can retest and then come back down. Okay, so that's a small possibility if the market holds today and it rips. Okay, for Costco under 530, it should be good for 520 points. But I hope you guys caught this move while we were giving you this live yesterday. That was a 5-point move itself. Those puts moved nice, and yeah. And with this, guys, just stay patient. Pay attention on voice chat. I'm live on voice chat all day, giving you guys live gamma exposure where the market movement is, basically the push and pull, and it's been helping everyone a lot. And you know, yesterday, for example, IWM, this was a great play yesterday, right? My entry was a bit early, but there's a lot of negative gamma into IWM, which I saw, and they were holding it, right? I got into puts around here, right? I bought the puts around here, but then obviously it ripped, but I held through my puts because I saw that the negative gamma was holding. But eventually it made this huge round trip, right? And then obviously started scaling some out here. Then I did scale some out here, and I held a little bit of my position into today. Let's see what happens. 195 is a big number. Oh no, what's happening here? Yeah, 195 is a big number on IWM. It's a nice push, a pull. So let's see what happens if it goes towards 195 or not. And then based on the gamma, we'll have some new plays today in the daytime. And it's Friday. One name I'm going to keep an eye on is Tesla, because Tesla might work. Usually on Fridays is boring, but the last few Fridays has been giving us some good moves. So I'll be watching some good gamma exposure on Tesla today to see which way it might want to go to. All right, and